These days, it seems like most of the video clips you see have some kind of branding or station ID on them, often called a logo bug. Usually, when you're watching TV, it's in the lower right hand corner. There's the TV identification that's always there now. Well, because of that, and because that's so popular, oftentimes even video podcasts and even viral videos on the internet oftentimes have these little logo bugs so that you know where they came from. And so what we're going to do is talk about how to make a regular logo bug. By default, our logo here is far too colorful and it's very distracting from what else is going on now. If we were to play this back, this logo here just seems to get in the way far too much. So the first thing that's distracting here are the colors, far too vibrant. So I'm going to go to the effects panel and get the tint effect. Do a search for tint and then drag and drop the tint effect here. And that allows you to tint footage, but by default it turns it black and white, and that's good enough for right now. So that's looking awesome. Next, let's go to the opacity of this clip here. I'm going to open up opacity. Let's take the opacity, click in there and type in 50%. So it's 50% opaque there. I might decide to take that down a little bit more, but that's looking okay for my liking, at least for the time being. Now, what I want to do is make this embossed, like a 3D embossed thing. That's a really common trick for logo bugs. So I'm going to select this clip and copy it. And again, untarget the video 2 track, target the video 3 track, and hit Command V or Control V to paste this clip. Now, for the copy on top, click that clip, and then we're going to do a search for emboss. And so in the stylized category, there's color emboss and just regular old emboss. So go ahead and just grab regular old emboss and drag and drop that onto the top clip there. And what emboss seeks to do, if we open it up and look at its properties here, is to create kind of like a 3D look and feel. So what I'm going to do is take the zoom here from fit to 100%. So that way we could really see this logo and the emboss that's happening here. And we could change the direction of the lighting, which I'm not really concerned about. We could change the relief to make this a little bit more intense, like that. We could also increase the contrast if we wanted to, but I'm thinking that keeping a mild contrast level, taking the relief down just a bit, will create this nice three-dimensional look here. It's still a little bit strong, so I might take this back and lower the opacity even more here. And that's looking pretty good there. Just taking the opacity out and having the layer on top show through. What we could also do is change the blend mode. And that's right below here. I could take this from this drop down from normal to overlay. Now we'll talk about blend modes a little bit more later on in this training series, but for now just realize that it helped blend these colors into the background. So now as we change this from 100% to fit, we have a logo bug that does not bug quite so much. If you want to tone this down even further, which actually might be the case, you can click on the top clip and maybe take down the opacity of that top clip a little bit more and maybe even change the blend mode of that clip. But for now, I think that's a pretty good little logo bug. I should point out that most of the time when you actually see logo bugs on TV stations, that's done at the TV level. That's not something that like the editor would add. But if you are going to be working on some kind of commercial or promo or an infomercial or something that would go out virally on the internet, then you might want to create your own bug. And that's how to do it.